Alright, another video on seats, only this is in cast iron heads, so you gotta actually drill the seat out. I made a video on the cutter size and the part number on the seats, but basically, go in a book, look up what seat you need. Each part number is the size of the cutter. Right there, I'm checking the depth that I cut just to make sure it's within range. And I'll take the seat here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the seat. I'll make a video later on how to read those, but I cut that the valve pocket 1,000ths deeper than the seat I'm putting in. And that'll be fine. You're not even going to be able to see it with your eyes. Alright, so now we're going to whack in the seats. It's really easy. The tool you got goes into the guide in the head, so it'll line it up and locate it. So you don't have to worry about putting it in crooked, even though I've done that. In my experience, I've put seats in crooked as long as they don't snap in the middle. And you know, somebody's probably going to say different, but as long as they don't snap, because if they bend too much, they'll snap. Oh yeah, chamfer side always goes down. I've made that mistake too. But anyway, if they snap, they're no good. But if they still go in, you can kind of pound them in. You can clean it up with a stone. I've done it and had no problems. Motor ran. Now I'm adjusting the tool that I'm going to cut the 3 angles on the new seats. I had a video in the past showing how you do it. It's pretty easy to set up. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to dick with it and get it set up. But once you get it set up, it's pretty accurate. When I was working, then all of a sudden this guy wanted to test my gangster. Watch it. Boom! Stab, stab! Alright, now we're cutting the 3 angles. And a lot of times, when I first started doing machine work, and I'm by no means an expert at any of this. I did not go to school. Learned it a lot from a guy named Ryan that I work with. He's my mentor. Taught me a lot. But anyway, I'm cutting those 3 angles. And once you get those 3 angles, you're good for a valve job. It'll give you something to go off of. Ow. Fuck. See, that's why my fucking hand's all fucked up. God damn it. That fucking hurt. Shit. Alright, now I'm going to look up valve tip install height. Since I put that new seat in, it's going to drop the valve down, and it's going to drop the tip down. So I went ahead and gave a couple valves a valve job, just see where they'd be at after I ground them. Intake inch 983, exhaust inch 974, and we got to be between inch 9 380 and inch 9 680. So I'll take off the tip, the difference, and it'll be within range. These adjustable valve trains are easier to work with than non-adjustable. Non-adjustable, like overhead cams and stuff like that, it gets more trickier because you got to get stuff within an even spec, stuff like that. But cutting some more seats. I don't know why this is edited all the way back in here. All right, valve job. This is something I wanted to go over because a lot of people, you know, hey, I want a 3-angle valve job. I want this. I want a 30-degree angle. I want a 55 or a 50. I've seen big power out of a 45-degree angle, you know. Not saying by any means that the other valves the angles aren't superior or anything like that, but I'm just telling you what I've seen, okay? And technically they are better because it does affect how the air flows into the combustion chamber, but people overthink it, you know. I grind the valves with stones It's 1950s technology, but as long as you have a good lap on the seat and the valve, it'll seal. I've done some heads for guys that didn't want to put any money in them, and I did the very bare minimum, and it ran. It ran fine. Doesn't take much. A lot of people be overthinking. I'm trying to be as cut and dry with it. It doesn't take much to get a motor to run. A lot of people overthink it. Not everything has to be perfect. I'm not saying do shit work. I'm just saying if you're in a pinch and you're trying to get your stuff going, it's not going to take much, man. It's really not. But I always try and do the best I can. I'm no by no means perfect because I've messed up multiple times. I sent a head out once with the wrong valves in it. How'd I did that? I don't know. I didn't even see it. It was a dual overhead cam head. Valves were sticking clean open. I didn't even see it. It was dumb. So you're gonna make mistakes. You know what I mean? It's all part of it. But you learn from them. I'm still making mistakes today. Like today, still. It happens. It's how you learn. But I think everybody should be trying this because it's a dying trade, and not a lot of people really know what it takes to actually build a motor. Actually